face does actually look really good. I'm very happy with this. Well, hello, random fantastic citizens of the internet. My name is Jordan, and today we're going to talk about something no one else has ever talked about. Not at all. No one has talked about this foundation. I'm not even sure if people know it's out yet. It's so new. I'm on the PR list. Yeah. Okay, so all jokes aside, I have been wearing the new Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation for the past week, and I feel like I've learned pretty much everything you need to know before you buy this product. I know Fenty's dropping foundations, Urban Decay, Anastasia Beverly Hills, which shouts out to Auntie Jackie. Welcome to the Engaged team. I would like an invite, but I understand that I'm not getting an invite, so y'all good. But yeah, so I know a lot of places are coming out with different foundations, and if you're going to be getting this because it's some dollars, it's money, it's USD, then you probably want to know a really good idea of the product before you get it, and that is what I'm here to help with, because I ain't got no skin in this race. I'm just trying to make sure you get the perfect foundation for you. So without further ado, let's make it do what it do. And of course, if you like my channel, feel free to like and subscribe. You can always come on back, unless you ain't run me my check yet. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, if you want to like throw $1 at your kid. Okay, let go. So I do have all the products I used on my face because pretty much everything today is via Mother Pat. So I started off actually with Clinique. I had a Clinique moisturizer. I used my Milk Primer. Yes, we'll be getting into the fact that I'm using a Milk Primer instead of Auntie Pat's. And then I used the Pat McGrath foundation. I used my fingers and a sponge to apply. And then I did the Sublime, I believe this is the Sublime Bronze, correct. This is the Bronze Ambition Sublime palette. And I finished it off my lip gloss with the Pat McGrath lip gloss. So I pretty much have a face full of Pat. My cheeks, which it's kind of hard to see because I wanted to go with a very like low-key blush, but it's from the Sephora collection. So everything being said and done, I guess you can kind of tell I'm a big Auntie Pat fam. I mean, I got $100 worth of products right from me. Honestly, that's $100 is just these two things right here. But I really do enjoy Pat McGrath's formulas. I love her packaging. I love everything pretty much about Pat McGrath because she really does make a fantastic and wonderful product. I think it's something that's like kind of blown past just like the model runway. Everyone knows it's always going to be good. It's always going to be fantastic. But with the foundation, the thing that I see is the most polarizing is just like why you're wearing it. So pretty much the reason I wanted to go with this one is because I knew it was going to be a light to buildable coverage. I feel like right now when it comes to foundations, everything's medium to just a full-on heavy cake. I'm calling you Cake Boss. I'm calling you Pound Cake. I'm calling you shortbread. Strawberry shortbread. Strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. That is a cake. That is in fact a cake. Okay, moving past that, I just feel like a lot of people are looking for something that's a little bit more cakey, not cakey, sorry. It's a little bit more packed on, and that's kind of what results into that cakey look. And I personally really wanted to avoid that. I feel like right now I'm really enjoying kind of more of a natural glow on my skin, and that's the way that I really want to go. To be a little bit personal for a second, it has been a really weird journey learning to love my pores. I know who is that concerned about their pores, but whenever I'm looking at pictures of girls online and magazines, movies, I'm like, you're poreless. Why am I the only person with pores in the entire universe? And then it dawned on me, Photoshop, makeup, and lighting can really change a kid's face, and I personally just want to look like myself. I'm finally becoming really okay with who I am, and I feel like I just want to look like her. So that is what, again, really pushed me to buy the Pat McGrath foundation, because it's supposed to kind of, you know, support your features and highlight your features and really help you to look a little bit more like yourself. And I do really enjoy that. So that was a big reason for me. Now, talking about purchasing the product, I went into Sephora to buy it because I do not like I don't like ordering things online because I'm probably not going to send it back. Like, I'm going to be 110% honest. I'm not the type of person to send stuff back, even when it's the wrong size, even when it's completely wrong. I'd much rather give it to Plato's Closet, give it to a friend of mine, just pick any other option than sending it back, because that's a whole hassle and a half. So that's why I decided to just go into stores. If you're looking to buy the trio, which I would maybe suggest the trio overall compared to just buying one thing, especially at a time, because the trio is $150 on the website, whereas this is just $70 or $75, I think, with tax. So there's that. But again, I wanted to try this in stores. It turns out there was about 4 foundations that I could have made do with and got really close to buying 2 of them. This one is in the medium deep 26. And I think that for my shade, the shade range, and the fact that it's Mother Pat, that was the first thing that was disappointing. There's only a few. I think there's like between like 20 and 30 foundations, but I was kind of expecting something with like a lot more of a deeper complexion, especially seeing as like when you're seeing models, you do see some in an array of colors and shades, and to see that I'm like medium deep and I'm kind of like at the 3/4 point versus the 1/3, if that makes any sense. If you have deeper skin, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But like usually I'm on the medium to deep, which I'm in, but I wish there's a couple more shades for girls of darker complexion, because like my mom and I could probably get away with using it, but looking at like my brother's girlfriend, she might need something darker, and I don't know if it's gonna fit her the way that I would hope it would. So keep that in mind as well. And then purchasing it was $75. I got it while I was there. It took everything in me not to buy one of her amazing eyeshadow palettes. I mean, I have one right here. I know it's good. But they also suggested a primer, because with my NARS foundation, my Radiant Longwear foundation, that foundation sucked in my opinion. Ooh, I hate to say it. It matched my skin tone really well, but I would touch my face and then touch something else and it would just transfer. Didn't matter if I wore setting spray, a powder. This one time I was on a date with my boyfriend, about to be husband, because I'm getting married. Okay, anyways. But I was on a date with him and my whole half of my face came off on his shirt. That's not an overstatement. Like, I mean, we was in Mississippi and, you know, it's hot, it's humid, it's too hot to be outside most of the time during summer, but just like the fact that it came off onto his shirt, just not cute. So that's also what pushed me to find a new foundation. But they suggested this, the Milk Hydro Pro, and I think that this definitely is absolutely worth it. This tiny thing is like $15. I usually use about 2 pumps. I do think I'm probably gonna buy like the full size kit instead of the travel one. I just wanted to get a tester, but I think it does grip onto the face really well. This is not a review for that or primer. This is about the foundation. But they said that if I don't want my foundation to transfer like basically at all, that I should get it. And I decided to cop it to test it out. I went home and then I wore it for a week. And I think I kind of figured out everything that you need to know about the foundation from wearing it for a week. So pretty much there's 3 ways to wear it, I would say. There is wearing the foundation by itself, wearing it with primer, and then wearing it with primer and powder. Kind of working in the backwards order. Wearing it with primer and some type of powder is probably my ideal to wear this foundation. That's what I'm doing right now, and I'm looking very glowy. I'm looking very sun-kissed. I'm looking like radiant. Oh, she cute. I'm looking like I'm pregnant, but I'm not. My tummy ain't on flat, but I'm not on mommy either. So I really do like it because I feel like it just makes you have like kind of like this like, ooh, youthful glow, youthful fun, like just makes you look wide awake and like really excited to start your day, and I really do love that. So like I said, I'm using this primer and it grips onto it, like literally. Okay, there's just so happens there's a napkin nearby, but paper towel, white. You see that? Like I just Nothing is coming off on this. Like, there's a finger spot, an indentation from where my finger like got jabbed into it, but it's not transferring. It's not going anywhere. It's set. She's here to stay and slay. Like, I love it. Period. I do really love it. I love that it's just super well set in place. Now, I will cite that I'm inside. I'm in a house. When I'm outside and inside, I notice that there's a little bit of shifting towards the end of the day because I work in an office, but I do go in and outside quite a bit. But like, as long as you're not dealing with literally Dallas, Houston, Georgia, or just the general state of Mississippi humidity, I think you will be more than fine with this combo. For the cheeks, I do have a light blush from Sephora on, and I like putting this on because this foundation loves to grab onto powder. It will grab and it will hold it down. And I think that's why she made it with the Sublime finishing powder as well too. The problem, or not the problem, but the issue I had was when I used my highlighter. Like, if you think this is like a nice little glow, I was shining for the quads. I was bright like a diamond. I was blinding myself, and I can't even see my cheeks. Like, that's how bright it was. So it really grips onto it. I would probably in the future set it with a finishing powder just to kind of like make sure my face is set, and then add on, if you wear bronzer, and then for me personally, blush and highlight, because I like to go between the two, or sometimes wear both. So I really did enjoy that. And again, the humidity might affect it a little bit, but not by a lot. Wearing it just with the foundation and primer, that's where I kind of noticed again, my cheeks were just really bright and like kind of softly bright. Again, very radiant, very like pretty, very natural-esque. Not quite the level of like Glossier is anything there, but definitely to the point of like, okay, like there's something, but we don't know. Is it Maybelline or is it Pat McGrath? Because Maybelline's $5 and this is $70. But yeah, so I think that I like that option too. I like that option if I'm wearing it strictly for work reasons though. This is long wear in the sense of you're going to work and then you're going to be coming home. Wearing it with the primer, I could wear that literally for all day. For like, when did I come home last night? I left at 8. I came home by 11. So like 15 hours? Yeah, basically. I hope I did my math right. So like for 15 hours with the primer, it will last you literally all day, and it's still pretty easy to take off. It's not gonna like feel like it's clogging up your pores, which I also really like. For just the primer, I feel like, you know, it lasts really long, but by hour 8, she's like, I'm done. I don't need no overtime. I got my check coming in the mail this week. I'm fine. Just take it. So that's kind of how I feel like the primer looks without any powder to kind of set off on my cheek areas. And then there's just wearing it by itself. Man, this is where it goes from being like a A+, A- to just a B. Wearing it by itself is not my favorite, mainly because I noticed that oil will start to pull on the little highlights of my cheeks right here. It will like literally pull to the surface and just wait to be taken off with a little dab right here and right there. It doesn't pull the foundation, which I think is really cool and interesting. It's kind of like, you know, a lot of people say this foundation is a very watery consistency. So it kind of reminds me of water in that sense, where like the oil's sitting on top. And so I can just kind of like dab and it's gone. But around about hour 4, hour 5, that's what's happening on my cheeks. If I'm not wearing powder, if I'm not wearing the primer, that's what it kind of looks like. And it's kind of not my jam or my jelly. It's just not my sandwich. But it makes me afraid because I wear glasses, and like that means I'm getting oil all over my lenses. And then right here, I know you can't see it now because it's being hidden away pretty well. Maybe right about here, you could kind of see it. That's where a pimple is, and a pimple was forming while I was wearing my glasses. So let me show you. Right, kind of like in here, because my glasses will slide down, they're like right about there. So right here, you'll see that the oil was pulling right there and it was holding right there. And then it was like ready to start a pimple form on my face. that's just like not the move. So I try to always make sure to wear primer or wear a powder so it kind of sucks up that additional oil. All in all, like I said though, I think it's definitely a B product. I wish it was more of an A for being as expensive as it is, but it's really lightweight and it's really easy to wear when you're running around town. I know for the NARS foundation, I could not wear this white shirt in good faith and know that it's gonna come out still looking white. This is held on, it's not going anywhere. I do really like it. I just feel like for the price and everything considered, I would have really liked it to be, I could wear this without primer or I can wear this without powder and have something to more supplement, not supplement, but to like support versus supplement. Yeah, I think that's kind of how I feel about it. Would I suggest this to anybody? I would suggest it to everybody. Would I also give them the cautionary tales of like the oil pulling? Yeah, and I think they would still really enjoy it. If you guys have any other questions, of course, definitely feel free to let me know, because I don't know why my face looked like that, but let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. I am hoping to put out more videos. I know I have another one coming up, and it's almost my birthday. Virgo season, hot girl stuff. I don't know if I can play that because it sounds like copyright. But yeah, it's gonna be my birthday, August 23rd. I'm very, very, very excited. And then I get married. I'm so excited. There's a lot of big stuff coming, and I have a house tour coming up, or apartment tour, apartment hunt. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit your girl up. I will reach back out to you, I guess, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye. My face does actually look really good. I'm very happy with this.